Sho Genge, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Guguletsi Nyanzumba Jujuletwa, and this is Uncomfortable Growth. To my returning subscribers, I hope that you're well, Genge, and to those that are passing by, hopefully you like what you see and you join the gang because we are on the road to 30,000. I checked this morning and we're on 26,200. You know the motherfucking vibes. Push up, panda, play. Okay, gangane, Ciso figure. So that's super exciting. So thank you guys for 26K. What else? Oh, disclaimer. So guys, in this video, I will definitely be bitching and moaning. I don't necessarily have the answers. I'm in a better space mentally, but I'm not completely out of it yet. So that's why I'm saying I don't have the answers. I'm here to moan and groan. So that's what today's video is. This time of the year is normally terrible for me. This is normally when I'd have a depressive episode, and I think that end of year fatigue is a real thing and used to heavily affect me, especially because, like, looking back at it now, I was fighting my anxiety and depression throughout the year. I just had more energy for it, you know? Like, the reason why my depressive episode was really bad towards the end of the year was because I no longer had a fight. Like, I was finished. I was tired. So yeah, also my birthday is on the 21st of September, and you know, in September alone it's like my birthday, Sibu's birthday, Lebu's birthday. So we rock this party, dance everybody back to back, you know. We have to go off for every person's birthday, and just, I don't know, like, I really make it my birthday month. So Monday to Sunday, ziawa. And when September is over and we go into October, I definitely experience the greatest amount of post-grief depression, because who do I think I am to be rocking for a whole month and think it's not going to come back to me? So, okay, for those of you that don't know what post-grief depression is, one, alcohol is a depressant. Yo, so if you've been going out, you've been drinking, you're definitely just going to feel low the next day. These are like the repercussions. Yay. Also, like, I don't necessarily know how to explain it, but it's almost like you go out and you give so much of your energy into that moment. Like, you're dancing, you're drinking, like, you know, you're rocking. There's just so much that's happening that when you come down from that high, you really come down. Like, the next few days are terrible. Like, and I think that when I physically am like low, my emotions also, like, I'm just so emotional. And I think, yeah, anyways, so that's what post-grief depression is, kind of. I hope I'm explaining it. That's what it is till me. That's what I know it as, rather. So obviously I'll enter this post-grief depression, but then I'll like kind of bounce back and restore balance in my life. And then towards the end of October, first week of November, zasha, depression always comes at the door. Like, I don't know why November is just, in the past, it's proven to be a very bad month for me. So I'm also aware that even now with my mental health, I'm in a much better place than where I was last year. You know, like, this sucks, but last year sucked even more. So I'm aware of my growth and, like, I'm happy about that, but, like, it's still shit, so I'm gonna moan and groan because it's shit. So I think that naturally, because my body is so used to experiencing, you know, this emotion or this episode in this time of the year, I just feel like I naturally feel heavier. I feel that much more tired. It's almost like my body wants to sink into depression. Like, I can feel it, and I'm actively having to fight against that. And it's like, with what energy? How? Johnny babes. But that's what I'm currently doing. And then I'm also aware that it has a lot to do with the end of your fatigue. Guys, this year was crazy. This year's been long. There's times where we key on the timeline and we're like, yo, guys, like, this happened this year, and we're in genuine shock because this year's been so long, you know? So I'm aware of that, and I don't want to be harsh on myself. And also, like, besides all of that, we lived through a pandemic. Like, this is something I had never prepared myself for mentally. No one told me nothing. I just arrived, it was a pandemic, and then, you know, and I mean, we're still essentially in a pandemic, and things haven't gone back to normal. So I know that, like, mentally this has been a year and a half for me. So I fully understand the fatigue, you know, like, so many bad things have happened in the world. It's also like my depressive episode is trying to trickle in. So that's where I've been. I'm just struggling to show up for myself. Like, guys, I'm kind of like recording Sunday videos on Sunday morning now. I am busy during the week, but I know I just avoid it. Like, I don't like it. Also, like, when I'm overwhelmed, you know, real overwhelmed girl shit. Is it real hot girl? It's real hot girl shit. So real overwhelmed hot girl. Yeah, y'all, okay. You see how tired I am? The simple things are defeating me in life. So when I'm super overwhelmed, guys, the first thing I love to do is to abandon everything. I just drop it all. I'm just like, I'm not going to deal with it. Just because I just quite literally normally don't know where to start. So I think that's kind of like what I've been doing with my YouTube. Like, I do it at the very last minute when I know I don't have a choice. And it sucks because when I do it, I feel good and I feel better. I'm like, oh, cuckoo, you know, it's not that bad, you know? Like, your mind really tricks you into thinking that certain things that you have to do are just so unattainable or so much harder than what they are. And then you actually do them and you're like, dude, I shouldn't have put myself in this position. Like, why am I procrastinating? So I've been going through that cycle every Sunday, child. I avoid the videos Sunday morning, record, feel better, you know, have a new perspective for the week. But I'm realizing I'm not recording. Hey, now it's Friday. And I'm still like, hey, and I wait for Sunday. So I'm in a weird cycle that I'm trying to break. I am better. You know, like, I wake up earlier. I work out, not as regularly as what I want, but I'm definitely somewhat better. I eat more often now, like, I'm back to 3 meals a day-ish, even if they're super light, but I'm trying. So it just kind of feels like I'm in a rut. Also, it's the anxiety of next year for me. So my channel has obviously done very well, and I'm super grateful, but I kind of think that, like, everyone's kind of, like, people are asking me, like, what's my next step, and I quite literally, angas. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I have an idea for what I want to do next year, but I'm not quite sure, like, how. Johnny babes. Woo! Sorry, I hate to laugh at myself, but, like, and there's just a lot for me to consider. Like, there's just a lot. Like, I think that also trying to stretch out next year, also realizing, you know, how this year went. I have no idea what 2021 is going to look like. Like, oh, 20 plenty of misery. Yes, maybe, you know, so I don't, like, Corona's still around. It's a weird time of the year. So if you are feeling like me and if you are experiencing end of year fatigue, be gentle with yourself. Do take a break. I would like to say right now that I will definitely be taking a production break mid-December through to mid-Jan. My first video might be like end of Jan. Yeah, first week of Feb. So I don't want you guys to be shocked. I've been wanting a break, but I didn't want to just up and leave. I wanted to explain. So I'm going to commit until, half of December. Then it's December now. I've got to do what the kids did in December and have a good time and give myself a break. So, yeah, also, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like I'm running away from things that make me feel better, and I have to actively force myself to do them. Like, there was a time where journaling was super easy, but now it's a bit weird. It's like, I don't want to process my thoughts or even acknowledge them sometimes. Yeah, that's it. I don't acknowledge them. So I'm not journaling, you know? Also, sometimes, now I'm in a weird place when I'm avoiding God a bit. I'm like, hey, because normally when I pray, I'm confronted with the truth, quite literally. Like, as soon as I'm like, dear Lord, grrr, like, again, that's me acknowledging my feelings, and it does make me feel better. And I think that's the weirdest thing about mental health. Like, it's such a mind fuck. Because you want to get better, but something keeps telling you that you don't deserve to be better, you know? Like, it's very, like, sadness is nice a little bit, and coming out of it is very hard. You actively have to fight against it, and you have to do the work, dude. Like, go acknowledge your thoughts, bro. Do that shit. Do that. And I also think that, I don't know, I'm also struggling with, like, boundaries. Guys, like, really, honestly, truly, everything is just messed up for me right now. Messed up, but you know what, I like the fact that I'm moving through the mess and I'm still having a good time. Normally a mess would be a mess for me, like I would be down and out in my bed, curtains closed, not eating, nothing. But like, I like the fact that I'm living through the mess. Like, the mess is no longer consuming me, because that's what it used to do. So it kind of feels like I'm coping. So that's good, you know, but I'm still aware. Like, it just sucks that I'm still experiencing these things. And it's making me realize that this is going to be, like, I'm really going to have to be working towards my mental health for the rest of my life. Just because, guys, life is crazy. And the things that I'm dealing with now, I will not be dealing with in a month's time. Probably in a week's time. Like, things are constantly changing, so I'm realizing that there are things that are going to continuously make me anxious because they are unknown to me. And this year did not go the way I planned for it to go, so that was just a big ball of anxiety in and of itself. But I've decided to look at the good. Like, the journey's been amazing. I'm very happy I started the channel. I'm very happy with the growth and the way my life seems to be going. So, you know, I'm holding on to the positives, kids. That's me. That's me. I'm lingering myself. Like, I'm someone who, it's weird. I'm aware that working towards your best person takes a very long time, right? Like, it's what you do your whole life, you know? But I'm annoyed that I'm not my best self and I'm not showing up for myself in the ways that I want to. Like, there's so many things that I want to do, but I'm not doing them, you know? And it's like, oh, you have the rest of your life. Like, that's the point of life. Like, if I was my most perfect self and most balanced self right now, then what is the point of being here? It would be a scam, a sham. So life is there in order for me to, like, have time to do these things, and I shouldn't rush it, and I shouldn't stress myself about being my best version. Even though I think about it every day, Virgo child. Ooh, introspection section. Hey! Woo! So yeah, I'm gonna try to give myself a little bit of a break, a breather, but that will be in December. But like I said, I am feeling better, so I'd like to say, if you are feeling super tired at this point in the year, it is only natural. You've lived through a movie, okay, a panoramic. So yeah, give yourself the time that you need. Don't be hard on yourself. Next year is also, like, we still have time, you know, and if we're dying out and you're not as productive as what you were in the beginning of the year, that's okay. Like, take this time out, listen to your body, and try again when you're feeling better. I'm gonna do that, you know. Yeah, I need to take my own advice. But that's all I have for you guys today. I don't want to whine any longer. I've whined enough, okay? But yeah, all in all, guys, I'm not bad. But I'm not. No, I'm good. Overall, I'm good. It's these weird moments that I unfortunately experience often. Like, also when I'm exhausted, I don't know why, it just becomes that much harder for me to control my emotions. So like, my exhaustion is often met with tears sometimes, especially when I'm like exhausted. Like, finito. For me, my tears are just a symbol of like, what more do you want from me? I don't know. So yeah, I know it's just that much harder to control your emotions. So if you are feeling a bit emotional during this time, that's normal. If you're feeling anxious for the next year or the end of the year or your exams, good luck to those that are writing exams. I know it's been weird. It's been a very weird academic year, and I don't know what I would have done if I was still in school. I have no idea how you guys have done it, and I congratulate you guys. I'm in awe. You've done a great job. You know, you survived the panoramic and Scala. Tell them to run you your check. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. That's me for today, guys. Ngiyani Thanda. I hope that you guys are well at home.